there's something going on. He's the talker of the town. He really gets around. It's the tune.
Oh, yeah, I like this. I tell you, hard act to follow there, man.
Yeah, well, I have no talent.
You're like me, I can play the radio.
I just wish if that was really Elvis, I would hope to have gotten a Cadillac free. He gave them
there
away.
There you go. That's what we should do.
Oh,
Next time he comes
did.
on, pass out pink Cadillacs.
A large number of people got brand new cars.
Yeah, I wanted to get you on here because, it's election year, as you know, not for you yourself,
right.
but a lot of things going on and stuff in election. And I've said this to you, I've said it to a lot of people, I don't know of a better politician that we have in the state of Delaware, and unless people know you and know how you are, than what you are. And I was kind of concerned, is the mayor going to, because you can't run for mayor again.
No.
You're done. That's the most you've held it longer than anybody else ever has. And apparently done a right job if people keep voting you in.
Well, you just keep trying. It's just like anything, you're good at what you do, and you try to be better and improve, and you try to make sure you deal with a lot of different people and expose those people and products to the public, because otherwise they wouldn't see it. So, running a city, I don't know of a mayor that's having a great time.
Right now, it was sure sweet when you went in. It wasn't sweet for you because you had some
problems. But still, the last few years where the economy was really busting loose. And of course, everybody said the bubble was going to bust sooner or later. But I don't think anybody, or I shouldn't say that. Not too many people expected all the bubbles to bust at the same time.
Oh, like it did, unbelievable.
It just boom, 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 and then the ripple around the world. And we haven't seen all of the economic problems yet, and people keep wanting to blame somebody. You can't blame one person or one group.
It's been building for years.
It's just a whole big swath of things went wrong.
Right.
And people made bad decisions, bad investments, and we're paying the penalty for it. Now, instead of moaning and groaning about how many jobs have we got through stimulus or anything else, we should be saying, this is a national problem. Let us work together to build the country back.
Right.
And it just gets me when people keep wanting to play politics.
Well, that's what I said.
I
was saying to somebody the other day, when are we going to take politics out of government?
Right. Now we got to govern and we got to get things moving. It's just like the golf. Everybody's worried about when the president came down, not about the golf mess.
Right.
And how are we going to clean up, and how do you keep it from happening again? What do you need to do? And there's a lot of things that we need to really be concentrating on, because a new economy has to emerge out of all this mess, and a stronger economy. And we have to get across to a lot of young people out there, a lot of talented young people, and they're not going to get an opportunity unless we straighten the mess out.
Well, because these young people coming out, they're so used to the way things were when they were growing up and having what they wanted when they wanted it, and now we're looking at
put it on the card, right?
Yeah.
Those days are
and we've lived so long off of put it on the card,
right.
And now all of a sudden the cards are saying you can't use that card anymore,
right?
And now people are.
I believe the cost of living has gone way beyond the average person's ability to live without credit. And that's why you use the credit card, because it gives you a leave time to figure out how you're going to pay for everything. And we really have to look at I ask people, okay, the United States balances budget under President Clinton, $1 trillion surplus. What happened? We went right back into debt, biggest in the history of the country. Now we're in another one. That's the way it is until we get out of the mess.
Yeah, and I don't know what the answer to getting out of that mess is.
Well, there's a lot of things that has to be done. First of all, you have to fix our infrastructure. And it can't be done by giving states a little bit of money here and a little bit of money there. We really have to look at all our bridges and our railroad. If we're going to have high-speed track on the East Coast or on the West Coast, those two, then how do we do that? That's an enormous project.
Because that's during the Depression. That's what pulled us out of the Depression.
Right.
Was
that and the war.
Right.
But I think that we have to be reasonable about making this the best nation in the world again. We got competitors that we never had before. After World War II, there was only one bread basket in the world. America.
Right.
There was only one manufacturer in the world, America. And then as time went by, Europe rebuilt, Japan rebuilt, and all these countries began to compete with us. But the real kicker was when China and other countries, Malaysia and all those other countries began to build up. Then you see India and you see Brazil. I mean, that's never been in the equation economically and competitively.
Yeah, because you've done, because I got to, say that even with the city and all that we've done, you have not stopped doing what you set out to do in the city. The river, unbelievable. We were down there the other day.
Mike Persicki and his people have done a great job.
Yeah, and we were just driving by, and we said to Jimmy and myself, and we said to ourselves, this is unreal. I mean, that was a
most
swamp
people.
here. Yeah.
Most people can't believe if they knew Wilmington before and what's happened over the years.
Yeah.
So I mean, we got our budget problems. We don't know, how long we can hold on without layoffs and all of that. But my job is I don't believe in negativity getting you to where you want to go. You got to believe in yourself. You got to believe we can do that. People have to believe. I mean, we stand around arguing about politics, party, philosophy, race, economics. I mean, Americans are great at that. But when America really understands that they are up against it and they have to produce, we usually do, because we understand we have to do it.
We get up and we march. I mean, that's what we've been able to do in the past. I don't know now because men aren't men anymore.
But you brought on a lot of young people. I mean, if you look at the talent that's out there today with young people, I'm not talking about just arts and all that. I'm talking about science and everything. Fabulously great young people, and we got to get those young people working on the future of the nation, and not people like me who's at the sunset of life, the young people.
I need to bring you back and do a whole show, because I think you and I can talk, and you're going to go, I think, leave out of politics and kind of go into the private sector. I mean, I don't think you've made a full decision yet, but...
I've got some plans that I'm working on, which I enjoy. I enjoy writing. I enjoy the arts. I enjoy doing things. I admire anyone that can play an instrument, sing a song, paint, sculpt. That's what makes society.
You've done writing. You've done some kid stuff and everything else.
But that's what makes our society, or any society, strong, is good artists.
Yeah. Well,
what do we remember?
We got 2 years left of you as
we'll
mayor,
be fine.
so I'm going to have you back quite a bit in that time and bring on some of your books and things like that and talk about some of that.
We didn't bring you in on this conversation.
But I just want to be sure and get you on and thank you so much for what you've done in 38 years of public service out there.
Thank you.
You've done a tremendous job, and I like I tell everybody, I don't know of a better man to hold an office, and you've always made decisions not based on race or anything else. You've made a decision on what's best for the community, and you've always done that. Mayor, thank you so much for coming down. Right. Big hand for Mayor Baker, and we'll be right back.